Okay, today I am sitting here with
Ema.
Ema. How you doing today, Ema?
I'm doing pretty good other than being hot, but I'm doing good.
That's good, that's good. Now, Ema, if you could just explain a little bit to the camera what we're going to be talking about today. What did I just approach you for?
What did you say? You said something about like overcoming fear and anxiety?
Feet.
Oh, feet?
And overcoming anxieties, yes.
Oh my god, you said feet, like your feet?
Yes.
Oh my goodness, feet
Yes.
and anxiety. Okay.
Well, now that you know, how you feel? Well, how? Well, yeah.
I mean,
How do you feel about the topic?
it might be a little bit awkward for me because I'm like, I know my feet is looking busted right now, but I know a lot of people might be into like feet and stuff, so.
Okay. And did you honestly think you was gonna be doing something like this today?
No, not at all.
But now that it's happening, how you feeling?
I feel pretty cool. If I can help somebody, do something, then why not? I could be rude and be like, oh, no. But I'm like, why not? So I don't mind.
I appreciate that, man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, my first question to kick off the interview, you already answered the question of how do you feel about the topic. that was my question, but I guess I'll skip over to the next question. How do you feel about your own feet?
When my feet is done, I love my feet when they done, and even when they not done, I'ma still embrace them. Feet is feet.
Okay. And now, do you pedicure yourself or do you go to a nail salon?
It really just depends. Like, I have like a time when I have like a at home, if I have like a me day, if I would just wear the paint on myself just to have some paint, because I don't like for my toes to be looking regular. Then also, like, when I get the chance, I do like to get go to a salon or whatever and get them done. So yeah, it just really depends. I like to do both.
Okay. And now, when you do get a pedicure, what is your favorite color to get?
Honestly, like, I'm really simple. Like, I used to, at one point, like way before I had my son, I used to do like crazy colors. I used to have them long, but now, like, when I do get them done, I like mostly like French tips. So that's my favorite. Like, my go-to would be French tips on my toes, and then even for my hands, French tips.
I hear that so much.
Or if I really want to do a color, for some reason, I always go with pink.
Okay. Oh, awesome.
Pink, or like different shades of pink, but it's like a bubblegum pink. That's always been like my favorite go-to color for some reason.
Oh, okay. And now, do you get any compliments on your feet?
When I'm out, yeah. And if I have them done, yeah.
Oh, really? Like,
Yeah.
is that by men, women, or both?
Mostly by men.
Good. Okay, good. See, it's good to hear that coming from, the reason why I started this channel is because I like feet.
Okay.
And a lot of other guys like feet too. So it's good to hear that, because that makes the woman more comfortable about the idea of a man liking her feet. So
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah.
So yeah, now, particularly when a man does compliment you on your feet, like, let's say, for example, you were just walking down the street, you had on some flip-flops or some open-toed shoes or whatever, and he just crosses your path and says, you have really nice feet. How does it make you feel?
If I were to get a compliment like that, I feel good, because it's like, shoot, some people is not really involved or like up to that, like even giving compliments about somebody's feet, So if somebody was to say that about my feet, I feel good.
Oh, okay. That's good to know.
Yeah.
And now, what if a guy like was really into your feet to the point where he wanted to give you foot massages and rub your feet, kiss your feet, smell your feet, lick your feet? How would that make you feel then?
I think I might feel uncomfortable if I don't know the person. I think that with that type of question, like, I know nobody is not going to tell me that. But like, having a man or like a boyfriend or whatever, if that's something that they like to do, then I don't see what the issue would be, But like a total stranger, I think that might be a little awkward. Like, what?
Okay. Now, would you say, like, overall, like, whether, like, let's say you had a significant other, you would be open to it?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
But I wouldn't want to force him to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it have to be something that he like want to do, because some people don't really like to even deal with feet.
Right. So, what makes you so open-minded about it? Like, if you were to have a partner, like, how did you get to that point of being open-minded?
I think it just really depends on like that person. Like, for me, I wouldn't mind, but like knowing like if my man, if that's something that he like, or just even a friend, I wouldn't mind a foot massage. I mean, who don't like a foot massage? Even for men, like men should like feet massages also. So
I'm talking about the licking, kissing, and smelling, like that type of thing. Like how did you get to that point of being open-minded with us? You know,
like I said, only for like my man or somebody I'm interested in. It wouldn't be like no random man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
doing
I know.
that. But I know that it is some men who actually like who enjoys doing that. I mean, I don't know any of them, but I've heard some crazy things about like people liking feet. You know, so I can't really judge them about it. You know.
Oh, okay.
I can't judge them. I'm like, who am I to judge to be like, oh well, nah. A random person doing that to me, no. But like my man, somebody that I'm interested in, oh yeah, I wouldn't mind. I mean, if that's something that he like to do, then I'm like, hey, why not?
Okay, well, let's say for example, there was a guy who liked feet, and he had an interest in you because he liked your feet. What do you think would be like the best approach or best opening line that he could use as it pertains to him liking your feet?
Well, number one, the woman got to be interested in him. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just be like no random man coming up to a random woman telling her something like that, because it's going to creep somebody out.
Really? But you don't think that that's just getting to the point and not wasting your time? He just let you know right off the bat what it is he wants, so neither of you waste your time? You don't think that's the issue or the reason why he's doing it?
Or he could just be like a total creep.
Well,
not like in a bad way. I'm saying like right now, if somebody was to come up to be like, oh, you have beautiful feet, can I kiss them? Like, no, I wouldn't want nobody to do that. But I'm saying, I feel like you have to be really comfortable with like somebody that you really like love, somebody that you really, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
no.
but I'm not talking about asking. I'm just talking about just letting you know what he wants, not just necessarily asking you what he wants. Oh, can he do this and can he do that?
I mean, I think that it'll kind of scare me away a little bit. I'll be like, what's that? Because I mean, with the type of work that I do, I hear that on calls about people might say certain things about like how your feet looking and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I know that it is people out there that's interested in like they can be more openly to those questions and stuff. For me, I'm like when I'm out in public, I wouldn't even expect nobody to do that because like.
All right. Now, how long into the conversation would like let's say you guys got together, like how long into the relationship would it be before he can tell you that he likes feet?
Well, I think that even now, like just say for example, somebody that I've known for a good minute, if we do take it to that, you know, I mean, shoot, couple of weeks, a month.
Okay, well, that's honestly not too bad, but you know,
couple of
yeah.
months.
Well, that's not too bad.
But
I'll let you.
It have to be something that he have to be interested in, and also even with the woman, you know.
Well, I guess I'll let you have that. Yeah, that's not too bad. Well, okay, now can we see what your feet look like on camera?
No, my feet look busted because I was over there in the water and they not really painted
They look
all the
busted.
way. But I mean, if you want to look, you can. You know what? I don't mind. You can.
Okay. All right. Let me just swing it around here.
They don't look too bad, but they've been in the water over there and. Yeah.
They're not bad. Can you take them out the shoes? All right.
I can't believe I'm doing.
They're not bad.
Like this, but I mean,
they're not bad.
At least I don't have like no bunions.
Okay, I'm just gonna get some close-ups. They're not bad.
Don't y'all laugh at my feet.
My subscribers, they'll appreciate it. Wait. I would just want to know, can I get the bottoms of them? Like, can you lift them up?
The bottoms of them.
Yeah, like, can you kind of swing around? Well, let me try to.
Are they crusty up under there?
No, they look fine.
Well, that's because I was over in the water, so they shouldn't be too bad.
Can I have you like cross them at the ankles, really quick, and lift them up? Okay.
They don't look too bad, but they crusty.
Okay. They're not bad.
I can't believe I'm doing something like this.
Okay.
I don't like nobody
It's
looking
fine.
at my feet when they're not
It's
done.
fine. I just appreciate your help. Okay. Now, my last question to you is, in the day and age of Instagram, OnlyFans, and just the internet in general, where there's foot models everywhere, are you aware of that?
Of course, yes. I'm actually on Twitter, and I don't personally know them, but I've seen some people express that type of fetish about like foot models and stuff. I mean, it's really it's real. A lot of people is into that.
Well, my question to you is, okay, in the day and age of all that going on and the fact that we have the internet, which is making everything more out there than it used to be back in the day, like, why do you still think it is that people think guys who like feet are strange? Like why do you think that is, even with the internet?
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say that they're strange. It just really depends on like, just say for example, somebody randomly coming up to me, if they was to say something like that, I wouldn't say they're strange, but it's more so like, hold up, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, but why do you think society? Because you know the popular opinion of society is that guys who like feet are strange.
Well, I mean, I guess it just really depends on like your view of people. Like for me, I wouldn't, you know, and I think that even if I think I did say something about like they might be like a little strange, but even now that I want to take back what I said. But like I said, I mean, if that's something that you're interested in, like the man is interested in, like that's just their fetish. You can't do nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
if you don't mind me asking, how old are you?
I'm 33.
Okay, I just turned 31. I'm just trying to see how many years like you've had it, like as far as experience and just seeing things. And
oh, I've seen some things. With me being 33, I've seen some things.
Now, is that 88 or 87?
88.
Okay, yeah, you same age as my brother, my older brother.
So I'm not too old.
Yeah,
I'm a little seasoned, but I'm not too
old. So when you was like 15 is when we had the AOL and the dial-up. Because I remember being 12, 13 when we had dial-up. So if I was 12, 13, you had to be 15. So you remember the AOL and you know, and even back then, like they had like foot groups and things like that, like foot chat rooms and things like that. You know, I don't know if you remember that.
No, I mean at that time I wasn't aware of it because I mean I wasn't exposed to stuff like that.
We from the same generation, basically.
But even, of course, when you say like AOL and a dial-up, of course, and after a while, you know, of course, now being in my age, it's like, of course, I know people that's, you know, that's something that they're into. You know what I'm saying? So I can't be like, oh my gosh, like a random person telling me something about my feet, I might be a little, you know, like hold up. But like somebody I'm interested in, if that's something that he like, I'm like, okay. You like that for real? Okay.
Now. To conclude this interview, I wanted to ask you, what did you think of this entire interview from start to finish?
I mean, I think you did pretty good, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't think that I was going to even do something like this, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I could have been rude and be like, oh no, I'll pass, I'm hot, which it is hot, but I'm like, shit, if I can help somebody out, you know, especially for you, you know, you have to, if this is something that you want to do, you need practice, or you need to, you know, like, however many people that you can do this, you know? So.
Now, let me ask you this question. Did you understand the point of me wanting you to show your feet? Like, there's two reasons. There's a couple of reasons why, but do you understand the point of it?
I mean, if you didn't have you have to have maybe like some type of foot fetish or something. Like, it might could be something that you're interested in, you know?
Well, the point is to see what your comfortability level is, like the anxiety, like to see how if you can overcome that, which you did. Because
but I don't honestly, not to cut you out, I don't like how my feet is looking right now. So if somebody would have said that, I would have been like, no.
Yeah, because you said in the beginning that you didn't want to, but you said you know what.
Then that's why I was like, if this, I'm like, okay, you know, I wouldn't.
Because I have other exercises that I do, but you're with your son, and it just wouldn't be appropriate like at this time because you got your son with you and everything. But you did overcome, you know, the anxiety of like showing your feet. So the point is to get you to the point is to identify why that is and see like what's the worst that can happen. There's a term called DBT, and what that means is dialectical behavior therapy. Like, let's say for example you have a fear of approaching people. What DBT tells you to do is to go out and approach strangers over and over and over again to get used to that uncomfortable feeling.
Yeah.
And the rationale is, what's the worst that can happen? If it's not a threat to my health or a threat to my safety, then I should act opposite of the negative emotion, because I could be preventing myself of a pleasant experience. Like, so I feel like you stepped outside of your box, even taking off your shoes, and you know you were bold enough to do that and even get on camera and talk with me, because a lot of women don't even want to do that. So appreciate that.
Oh yeah.
And you know, that's the whole point of it. Like, that's why I, you know, asked him to show, and also because I'm a foot photographer and things like that. And so I wanted to ask you also, on a scale from 1 to 10, what would you rate my conversation skills during the interview?
I mean, I'll give you a 9-10. I mean, you know, I'm not gonna come down hard on you, you know what I'm saying? I think that your questions was pretty like straightforward, you know what I'm saying? You know, you can tell that you put some time into like your questions and everything, which is good. You know, so I mean, I think I'll give you a 10.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Now, did you notice any stuttering, stumbling over words, or long pauses in the middle of a sentence?
Honestly, I wasn't paying attention.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I'm not that type of critique where I'm like, oh yeah, you pause at the second question, this, that. I'm not.
Oh, okay. Now, what did you think about my approach when I came up to you and I asked you to do this?
I wanted to say, could you know, back, you know, Corona going on, you ain't got your mask, I don't have my mask, I got a mask off in here, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, what is it?
Okay.
With my son, you know. But I'm not a rude person, so I was like, you know, why not?
Oh, okay. But what did you think about, like, anything bad about my approach, anything good, or?
I wouldn't say it was bad. It's just that you don't really expect, like for me, I didn't expect to even do anything like this, you know?
Okay. Now, okay, well, do you have any suggestions or critiques on how I can better my approach in the future?
Honestly, I mean, just keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is something that you want to do, you know? Like, why not tap into it? Why not, you know, you have to practice, you know what I'm saying? You have to do, I'm pretty sure you're going to have to do so much more to really, you know, then on your end, you'll go back and you'll be like, oh, well, you know what? The next time I do these questions, let me try to change it up. You know what I'm saying? What can I do differently, you know?
Okay.
So, I mean, for me, I'm like, I'm not going to come down hard and be like, oh, you know, it's horrible or the questions was horrible. I'm like, hey, you know what? It's already hot, but I'm like, if I can help a black brother out, help you with your questions, I'm like, hey, come on.
Okay.
I just wish that I would have been more prepared, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause I would have had my lashes done. I would have had better dress, you know.
Nah, if I came up to you, it's because I felt like you were a good candidate. Like, so I just appreciate you helping me out.
I could have had my feet really done. I could have had them oiled up, you know.
Yeah, but like you said, you didn't know that you didn't expect this. So, but I appreciate your help anyway. You know, it's been great.
Oh yeah.
And with that being said, we can wrap up this interview.
Okay.
Thank you so much, ma'am, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.
Thanks, you too. Thank you.